Hello everybody and welcome back to Genocide Simulator 3000. Aurora 4X. I of course am Sir BDN, and today we are going to be figuring out what we are going to be doing about this massive alien population that is in our territory. Quite frankly, they are annoying and I do not like them being there. So we're going to have to do something about that. Now, before we do anything else about Perth, we need to deal with Melbourne. First Battle Fleet is going to remain in Perth for the time being. I'll actually probably send the Kamal Heavies because no, we'll hold them there for the time being. But yeah, we're gonna. No, I'm going to split them in half. So 2 Kamal Heavies, 2 Cactuses. I'll give the Waller out there. Leave the 2 Kamals and take the Wallabies with us. Okay. We're going to send this back to Australia for refuel, resupply. Actually, refuel from target fleet first, then go back to Australia. So refuel again, resupply. Load ordnance, and that will yeah, no, that'll do. Okay, this will be our replacement fleet because they're going to go back home, and we're going to swap them back and forth. Now, I don't like having to spread out fleets very far for protection and detection of hostile transfer, because we don't know who's still out there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to design us a sensor and mine. So missile design, and we are going to clear design. We're going to load a green ant into, actually no, not a green ant, a bull ant, because it's size 6. We're going to load a green ant, a bull ant into our missile as a second stage. Now, what's the range on the bull ant? Bull ant has a range of, I believe, about 150 million. Bull ant, no, 40 million. So 40 million kilometers. Okay. So we're going to do a separation range, and you can see it down here, of 4 million, 40 million. Okay. Make it 30 million. No, 40 million. Okay. And you can see the overall range is 38.8 because we have 0 fuel. So this stage doesn't have a range. 38. Okay, let's make it 30 million anyway, because we want to leave an 8 million buffer. So we have a 30 million kilometer separation stage. That means that the second that this missile detects its target is within 30 million kilometers, it will release a bull ant at its target. Okay? Now, this is supposed to be a mine, so it's not going anywhere. Doesn't need an engine. Okay? Now, we have a size 6, but this missile can't see anything. We have 4 MSP worth to fit into a size 10 launchers. Okay? Doesn't need warhead, doesn't need fuel, doesn't need agility. It's not going to be hitting, it's not going to be trying to hit anything. Doesn't need an engine. All it needs is a bull ant and 4 MSP worth of sensor. And we're going to run with a active sensor. Now, we can't put in all 4 because we need 2.8 of reactor, so that'll make it too big. But we can easily stick 2, and that will give us 1.6 million kilometers detection range. Now, the other alternative is that we build a specialized 6 will give us 5 million kilometers at resolution 100. Alternatively, we could fit a fair amount of thermal sensor, 3 million kilometers at strength 1000, but no. If we do 5.98, that'll do. So that will give us 5 million kilometers detection for anything coming through the jump point. That's not specifically a fighter, but that's fine. Yeah, that might do. So this will be good for our. This is just going to be an observation buoy. All right. So this is going to be a. Hang on. Hang on, I might be failing as an Australian here. Ah, I thought it was weird. There's an A in there. Okay. So, there we are. So this will sit there and will act as an active sensor. So we're not going to put it in a series. We're just going to create that, and then we're going to make one that has our bull ant in it, and then we are going to put a little bit of a thermal sensor. So just 3.21, that'll do. Yep. So that gives us a little bit of thermal detection as well. So this will detect anything small. So between the actives and the thermals, we should have plenty of detection for anything coming through jump points. And this one we're going to call the jack jumper. Okay. And create series of size 10 by 6 mine. Create. There we go. Okay. So let's go develop those real quick. Now, the reason why I'm making them size 10 is so that we don't need a dedicated mine layer. We can just use any of our missile ships to do so. The Kamal is probably going to be the best bet because the Kamal only has fewer launchers, but it has much more magazine space, and you need magazine space more than you need launchers or even launch speed. So alright, so that's going to take too long. Cancel that. We don't have anyone better. Nope. Good. Okay. So create and queue, and then go back to doing reload rate, and then might as well do launch velocity after that. Okay. Okay. So now that we've got that organized and in progress, let's deal with Melbourne. So what are we going to do about Melbourne? We have, well, Melbourne A2 has a colony already. We have to go here. It's got a lot of duranium, a lot of macassium, lots of easily accessible titanium. So it's got duranium and titanium, so it can build its own factories. And it's got uranium and corundium, so it can build its own mines. Now, the 0.1 accessibility of uranium compared to the 0.9 and 0.6 of these two mean that it's not going to be amazing at actually building those factories and mines. So we're going to need a source of uranium elsewhere in the system. Where else do we have any easily accessible uranium? Got neutronium there. No uranium, no uranium. Here we go. Melbourne A4. So Melbourne A4 is where we are going to get our uranium from. So we're going to add a colony in there. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Okay. So Melbourne A2 and 4 are going to be our primary outposts. So 4 is going to be digging up our uranium and also boronite as a primary export. It was also going to be getting a little bit of potassium, thorium, iridium, and corundium, and it's going to be shipping it to Melbourne A2, which is going to be our primary hub. And we're also going to be putting populations eventually on A1 for mining to get some neutronium and dig up everything else, and then A3 for more corundium. Well, there's not really that much on here, but so just an auto mine outpost here will be fine, and these 3 are empty. So, but we're going to start with Melbourne A2. Now, we don't want to be doing all the shipping ourselves, and we are missing a jump gate between Seoul and Melbourne. So we're going to need a jump gate builder. I did say I was going to build one, design one beforehand, but they're dead easy, so easy enough to do here. Small jump gate construction module there, and a commercial engine. Where is it? There it is. There. Doesn't need to be very long. Doesn't need deployment time. Basically needs nothing except range. So fuel range, swap for a large to a very large, 116 billion kilometers. That is fine. It's going to take it forever to get anywhere, but it doesn't need to go anywhere fast. So that will be good. Conscript, because it doesn't need anything, and that is fine. Now, 30,000 tons means that we do not have a shipyard to build it under, and the entire cost is going to be the gate construction. So there's nothing that is going to be able to tool into it. So we're just going to have to build ourselves a new commercial shipyard for it. So unfortunate, but that's the way it do. Pull that out. Push that in. We have the resources for it. It's going to take until February. It's going to take less than a month. It's going to take less than a month to build this thing. Yeah, not a big deal. It's going to take it longer to tool up to the 30,000 tons that we need for it than it's going to take to what did I call it? Shell water. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take longer to tool it up to 30,000 tons than it's going to take to build the damn thing. So, should I give it a special name? The gate builder. Nah, shell water's fine. But it is a construction ship. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's run production. Alright, we have contact in Perth. So we have 4 Colgas. They're probably going to be freighters, to be honest. 40,000 tons. Yeah, they're most likely going to be freighters. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens and where they're going. 1,600. Oh yeah, they're definitely freighters. Where are they going? Heading 152. That's... yeah, they're heading towards Perth. We're not going to shoot them at the moment. Now, here's the thing about freighters. Freighters don't go anywhere unless they have somewhere to go, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to colliers there, rescuing and then heading back. Refuel. Yeah, that's fine. So these guys are heading back. Unload survivors. These guys are
hot.
Heading back. How are they not caught up yet? Ah, because I think they're super far away. Oh well. This thing has nothing in it. Second battle fleet is all the way in Seoul, so not relevant. Okay. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to send... Wait, where's our sensor group? Where the hell is a sensor group? Oh, right. Okay. I think I'm just going to send the links after them. As soon as they come back and turn around, I'm just going to send the links out to just follow them. Wherever they might go, we'll send the links out to follow them. So, links, you're going to need fuel. So, fuel, we are going to... let's take it from the barricade. Okay, full of fuel. I'm going to wait for them to head off, and I'm going to go catch up, and then we're just going to follow it. Problem is, the only issue is that if they have their own jump engines, we're not going to be able to follow them. Yep. Yep, they're turning around. Oh, they'll be transferring supplies. Are they gonna leave, or what are they doing? Yep, first battle fleet 2. Alright. Life pods. All the life pods have gone. Unfortunate. Okay. Go refuel and unload survivors. Hopefully they don't run out of fuel. Now, there is actually one way I believe that we can find out how much fuel they actually have left. So we have 8 days of range and 4.7 billion. If we go and have a look at the actual ship, so Bacau and Baia-Marie. So if we have a look, right, now with 1 million liters we get 31 days and 16 billion kilometers. The fuel here, now the range here is, I believe, under maintenance. So how far they can travel based on their maintenance, not necessarily their fuel. Just thinking if there's a way we can figure out how much range they have left in the tanks. I know there's a way to do it. At least I thought there was a way to do it. I would have thought that this updated with the fuel, but I guess not. Okay, well, there is one easy way to do it. We have 33% fuel, so we only have 33% of the range. So, if we run the calculator, we have 16.1 divided by 3 gives us 5.3 billion kilometers. Okay, 5.3 billion is 4, and we have 4.17, so we actually should have the range to get back. Yeah, so we have about a billion extra kilometers in the tank, compared to getting back to Seoul. So these guys should be fine to go where they need to go. Okay. That's fine. Are you guys gonna turn around and leave? Yes, you're leaving. Excellent. Alright. So, links, you have fuel. And we are just going to follow you guys. And we're gonna do it at a little bit over their speed. So, they're doing 811. Let's do 1400. And this... Well, it really doesn't matter. But... I'm gonna do it anyway. 267 set. And off you go. Although I will actually hang on. I'm just gonna get it to not follow. Yeah, no. We'll follow. We'll follow. Yeah, just follow dead on. Actually, no, they're faster than that. They're doing 1600. Links. Put more speed on. This should also help us find any jump points that they have, because we'll be able to watch them transit, which should reveal the jump points. Double Hump has it has attempted to refuel, but we have no no more refineries. We need to get our refinery production up. Q fuel production. That's fine. Double humps do carry a hell of a lot of fuel, so it's not like 7.3 million liters they carry. That's a lot of fuel. Anyway, let's follow these coggers and find out where they're going. Low fuel. Yep, we know they're low fuel, but it's fine. They are not going to run. We've done the math. They should not run out. Low fuel alert is not a concern. Alright, now we're caught up to them. So we're directly on top of them now. Good. And, yeah, we're just following them at point blank range and seeing where they go. Hopefully they're not going to travel too far. They might be heading out that way. Production, 0.6%. How far off are they? Shit, they're still not in Seoul? 9.82 billion. So they're just under a billion kilometers. They should have arrived by now. Fuck. Okay. Where are they? They're still in Melbourne. Double hump. Melbourne transit. What's this guy? Refuel target fleet. That should be right. Yep, that one. Okay. Biomarine, of course, is failing, but they have plenty of supplies to keep it going. Commercial shipyard is done. Excellent. We have our new commercial shipyard, 1262. Righto. Stick 10,000 tons on it. That'll be done in June. So, a couple of weeks. Once we find out where they're going, and we have a lock on their presumably base. We'll just blow them away next time they come back. There's our support ships. Low fuel, yep, we know. New scientist doesn't seem to be doing anything. Morale on Savior has fallen. Why? Are they not? Oh, because it's not docked. Recover. Get. Okay. Civilian construction, not much of a concern there. Okay. Hang on, I did send... Did I send cargo? No, I did not. Right, because we need the jump gate built first. Damn it, okay. First battle fleet number 3 has arrived. Yep. So, it's back in Australia. We don't have the fuel at the moment. I am actually producing fuel, right? They are running? Yes? Okay, good. Might just need more refineries. Yeah. Let's get some more refineries. Get another 100. Okay. That's fine. Still low fuel, yep. Double hump hasn't arrived yet. That's fine. New hostile ground contact. There it is. Looks like we found it. Perth B1 is where they are. So Perth B1. This is where they've gone. Probably for the uranium. This is actually a nice place. Would be a good place to settle a colony. Okay. I think this is where we're going to do our invasion. Oh, speaking of invasion, there is one other thing that we do need an additional one of these because we need. Oh no, there it is. Are we actually building a convict? Yes, we are. Good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So this is where we're going to be sending an invasion. B1. We're gonna send our first invasion fleet. This is where I'm going to show you how to do ground assaults and shit like that. Jack Jumper's almost done. I'm going to see if they have anything else. Oh, yep, they're not. They're heading somewhere else now. I'm just going to drop a colony here. Okay. Shore leave, yes. Yeah. Crew blockade, shore leave, okay. Where are they going now? I don't think there's any actual planets out there, so unless they're heading to an asteroid. Double Hub has completed orders. Good. So, head back, fail to refuel. They're at full fuel, so unload survivors and probably fail to refuel as well. But load ordnance as well, because you're colliers and you might as well pick up munitions so we can come and resupply over here. We have 400 green ants. We might need a couple more. So green ants. Let's make another 300 because they work fantastic. They work amazing. Okay. Last support fella. Yep, we know. 6 crew quarters suffered. Jeez. Whew. Good. Looking forward to getting those dropped off. First battle fleet support is done. Where are they? They're still in Perth. Jeez, 3%. Okay. We are going to have to send these guys back. James Cook is going to have enough fuel to get Double Hump back home, so refuel and unload survivors, because apparently you have some survivors between the two of you. That's okay. I'm just going to drop the James Cook off back home. Okay. We have a fair bit of fuel in our tanks, so that is fine. We'll leave them as they are. Jack Jumper is almost done. Probably should have done 5 days. Okay, good. The completed orders. What's happening? Nothing much. Still following. Okay. Anything completed? Jack Jumper is almost done. Repairs on the Raccoon are almost done. That's progressing nicely. Lynx is still following the Colgers. Okay, Jack Jumper is complete. Now we're doing the Kookaburra. Repair on the Raccoon is done. Replace 29 crew, which is fine. Where are they going? Going really far out. Are they going to an asteroid or a jump point? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Well, I mean, we have a full survey, right? The system only has 2 jump points. Like, we got the survey out of it. And it's only got the 2. And they're both down here, so it's got to be going to another colony. Don't know where, but it's got to be going to another colony somewhere. Alright, brigade headquarters are progressing. Okay, we're just going to do 5 days now. Aha! Espionage geological survey data for the Adelaide system. Where is Adelaide? Not that. That. Where's Adelaide? There. Okay. So we got geo survey in for Adelaide. Is there anything actually in Adelaide? No. Didn't we already do a geo survey here? Okay, well, guess we might not have. But espionage bonus increase. Hooray! And which team was it? Brandy Barfield espionage team. Okay. So we got a little bit of espionage out of him. I'm hoping for technologies that we get out of him, but I'm perfectly okay with more geological surveys. just means stuff that we've pulled out of him that we don't have to pull, that we eliminate and don't have to pull out of him again. Alright, links, maintenance failure, but that's fine, repaired. And he's right on top of him, so no matter what, he's going to be able to see them and follow them on his thermals. So it's not going to lose contact. Okay, what's Mercury doing at the moment? We got 10 million on there with a support of 9.9. So it's a little bit excessive, but we do actually have workers here, so we can send some mines over. What do we have? We have 2.4 million workers. Okay, well, let's send some mines over. Regular old mines. Let's send 50. Done. Send them on over. Okay. And we have completed the Kookaburra. So let's put those into production. So Kookaburra, we're gonna run. Let's say we need we need one per jump point. So let's put 50. That will give us lots of them. Potentially even more than necessary, but lots of them. Jack jumpers, I want, say, 10 per jump point. So let's go for... you know what? Let's just go for... Let's go for 200 to begin with. Yeah. I'm going to go for 200 to begin with. Okay. Starting work on reload rate. Great. Lynx is still following the Colga. Support 1 could not be refueled. Yep, as expected, because they carry a lot of fuel. But that is fine. Cool. Yeah, reserve 0. Convict is more than halfway done. Task force training is almost complete. It's going to be done in about a month. Production. Yep. Green Ant is complete. Starting work on the Kookaburra. Hostile ship. Oh, there's a Godheim. Oh, they just built the Godheim. Okay. Well, that's fine. So, we're just going to get the Potteroo to smack the living shit out of it. Now, here's a question. Ooh, 20,000 tons. That could be iffy. Yeah, you know what? Do it. Put some hammers into him as well. Is he going to be able to fire? I think he might get to. I think he might get one shot off. So we'll see what he shoots. Or, you know, he's just going to get absolutely smashed by the Husky, because the Husky's quick like that. One breach. Okay, so he did fire. He did, okay, he launched his missiles. Let's have a look. Baba Dag hit by Hammer Light anti-missile missile. So he's firing his AMMs at us. Sandblasting. 34 hits. Okay, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's a missile destroyer. It's fine. Got plenty of armor. I am concerned that there's going to be some actual ASMs coming out, but doesn't look like it. You might get another round of AMMs, but smack, 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 dead. Yeah, he got 2 rounds of AMMs out, but nah, we got this down. Which brings us to a little bit of a problem, because that's going to keep happening. And do we actually want his shipyards that badly? And I'm not sure that we do. Because with the amount of resources that we have secured by eliminating opposition in Perth and by claiming by securing Melbourne, we don't need his shipyards. We can build our own. And we have a good amount of shipyards as it is that are perfectly viable. We don't need the shipyards. We don't. So we're going to blow them away. Okay. Fire on the shipyard. 1.5 million tons. 1.3 million tons. Now, shipyards are extraordinarily resilient, so these hits are very much not killing them directly. So you'll notice there that it's still at 1.3 million. 1.3. There we go, that's knocked 1 down. They're down to 1 million tons of shipyards. $900,000 tons of shipyards. It is a shame. It is a shame. But this is going to keep our ships safe. And that's the most important thing. $210,000. And like, if it had a moon, it wouldn't be a problem, because we could sit on the moon and just shoot anybody that comes out from there. But the fact that there isn't a moon is the reason why I'm taking out these shipyards. Because, like, we have to sit directly on top of them. So we can't defend against the AMMs. We can't defend against their gunships. Like, we can't do anything to them as they roll off without being a significant distance away. So if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Okay, their ship production capability has been destroyed. Alright. And Lynx, have you actually found where they're going? I believe we're going to asteroid 124. How's the relation, by the way? Minus 637. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to ever come back from that. We're sitting an entire battle fleet directly above their planet. Our diplomacy rating, well, from their point of view, our diplomacy rating is hitting... It's at bedrock and it's staying there. Because the NPRs really don't like having ships in orbit around their planets. Like, even surveying one of their planets is enough to start a war. It's a little bit silly. The diplomacy system is basically getting completely overhauled from the ground up. So it's going to be better in C#. Oh, we're not going to asteroid 124. Where the hell are we going then? Are they just running from us? There's nothing out there. Okay, no, there's nothing out there. They're just running. They're not going anywhere. They're just running. Lynx, how much fuel do you have left? 27%. No. You gotta head back. You gotta head back, man. Fuck, it's gonna run out of fuel. Okay. Mayflower and Montreal. And it's gonna run out of fuel before it can get back. Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, there's nothing beyond asteroid 124. If they were heading to asteroid 124, I would consider that they're that there was a colony there, but no, there's nothing there. So we detected populations in Melbourne, Brisbane, Seoul, and Perth. Really? Huh. Weird. Yeah, so we've been chasing them and they've been running from us. So. Okay. Shipyard modified. Let's stick another 10,000 and then we can build our gate builder. Now, it does take a year for the gate builder to complete. So, links, follow. Follow. And we are going to grab all the fuel we can. So, Mayflower. Transfer from... Yeah, might as well just steal it all from Barricade. Same with the Montreal. Okay. Yeah, they're a bit more fuel efficient, so... Well, there's two of them. And they have 1 million liters between them. Do they have 12 billion kilometers range? Yeah, they got double that. So they have enough range to get there and back on the fuel they have easily. Plus, they should be able to give enough to the links to get there. Maybe. We might have to send another ship out, another bigger ship out to top them up once they get back. But they'll be able to get at least most of the way back to Perth A. How much do you have enough fuel for one more tick? 30,000 liters. I do not want them to run out fully. I definitely do not want them to run out fully. Just slow down to like 10. That'll stop you from running out of fuel before they can catch up. Okay. Go. Our brigade headquarters are done. Okay. So, ground units. First things first, Assault Infantry Battalion. There. Okay. So, ground units. Now, somebody on Reddit posted a really good write-up, or it could have been on the forums, a really good write-up of exactly how brigades affect the combat rating of the stuff underneath them. But essentially, you do get bonuses to ground combat or to your brigades. So if we have a look, 13.8. I think they might not show up here. I know there's some kind of weird trick to it, but we'll see how we do. So we're going to add 33rd Assault Infantry to HQ. So this here, let's control that. So we're just going to transfer them to the HQ. We can see that the it's 13.8 and 6.9. Yeah, so I think there's something about not showing up here that it's actually being affected. There's something weird about it. I remember that much. I'll see if I can find it, and then I'll link it down below. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 4 battalions underneath into a brigade. So we're going to have to move this to 53rd. So add, and 54th, add. So that's what we've got so far. Oh yeah, you can actually see here. Hang on. So police strength is 260. If we actually clear the HQ, see how it drops? So 258, 258, 42.7. And if we put it back in, watch the numbers. Bam. See how they jumped? That's because they do actually get that 25% bonus. Well, not the full 25%. I think they get like a quarter of the 25%. But they do actually get a bonus to the effective strength of their division. It's just not shown in these columns. So there is benefits to keeping them in the brigades, and then there's one higher step that boosts everything again. So there's definitely benefits there. 78%, we're going to be done in August. Excellent, excellent. We are progressing nicely. Getting ground troops. So we can do our invasion. And we're getting a... Oh, by the way, how's Mercury doing? 50 mines, excellent, and we are... Ooh, we're perfect. That was exactly enough. And remember exactly how many workers we had? 2.5 million. Okay, so we need 2.5 million. Yeah, so it was almost exactly enough for our population. How much are we mining now? 14,000 total production for uranium and thorium. So we have 50,000 driver capacity. So I think we're going to need one more mass driver for our next round of expansion. So demand and supply. Good. We still have plenty of drivers here. Ah, right. Earth Governor died again. Or something. I don't know. Okay. Australia. We want a shipbuilding bonus. Olivia Slater, how are you? Not good enough. Louise, not good enough. Ah, Gerard Blickenstaff. Shipbuilding, ground unit construction team bonus. This is actually something we need. The terraforming bonus is worthless, but the shipbuilding bonus of 25% will get our ships out faster, and the ground unit construction speed bonus is 20%. So we actually need this. We need this guy. This guy is fantastic. He's not quite as good as... Well, what about Nathan Leach? Shipbuilding bonus, factory production bonus, wealth bonus, ground unit construction speed. Ground unit construction speed isn't as good, but it's still good, and we do get the factory production and wealth creation, and we are actually in the negatives for wealth production. So I think we're going to go with Nathan Leach instead. He's not quite as awesome for ground unit construction, which does actually have an impact, but he has other bonuses. So we get almost as much shipbuilding, but we get a significant factory and wealth bonus, and we still get a grand unit construction speed. So, okay. And assign, congratulations on your promotion. Okay. So, 22nd August, and... Awesome. Cool. Alright. How are we doing on research? Fuel consumption rate is almost done, which is excellent. And divisional headquarters is underway, which is also awesome. We're waiting for these guys to meet up so we can transfer fuel. There we go. Now, links. Okay, so links, go for miscellaneous. Now, we have Mayflower and Montreal. How much do you guys have? 29,000. If we take 150,000 from each of you, you guys need to be in the same task group, don't you? Fine. Okay. What we're going to do is links, because I don't want to get rid of the task groups, right? I mean, we haven't actually caught up yet. Distance 17,000. Distance 0. Okay. Maybe that was the reason why I couldn't take the fuel. No? Okay. Can you... No? 267. 19... Oh, okay. So you're moving first. 190 set. 138 set. So we need links to be at just 100 set. Do a movement update. Okay. Now, can we do a fuel transfer? No. Can we do a ship transfer? No. Okay. Annoying. I mean, they're following and at 0, but they're just not being... Yeah, they're just not having move 2. You know what? Break that. Links, move 2, then follow. Let's try that. Move 2, follow. Okay. How about now? Yeah, they can see each other, but they can't see the little buddy. Okay, maybe I just need to get links up to full speed? Maybe? Distance is 93,000. They are faster. Is Link still being fast? No, they have the fast. They have the higher. Why can these two see each other, but they can't see the links? I feel like something weird is going on here. Fuck it. Join. Join. We should be able to split them off once they actually get back to base. No, not follow. Join. Okay. Now we should be able to take the fuel? Yes! Okay. So, we're going to take 150,000 litres. That's 15. 150,000 litres. Transfer from. Transfer from. Okay, how's our fuel situation now? 47, 26, 26. That should hopefully be enough. So, first battle fleet, we're going to join. And let's see if they can make it. Alright. And I think once they do, I'm gonna wrap up this episode because we're almost an hour. We're making good progress. So we have completely destroyed their ability to produce any ships that can threaten us. They can still produce PDCs without us being able to stop them, but that's something we have no real control over without just nuking their planet outright. Equalize fuel. So that's something we're just going to have to deal with. Okay. Yeah, but they can't build any ships. And yeah, they're consuming all the fuel. Okay, so stop that. And we are going to send... who's got lots of fuel? Who's got more fuel? Cactus has 850. Kamal has 1,000,000. Kamal Heavy has 1,000,000. Okay. So, Kamal Heavy has 68. Cactus has 75. Let's send the Caracal out. Move. Actually, no, just absorb that. Absorb. But before we do, Caracal. Steal all the fuel. Okay. Alright, Caracal completed. So, Caracal has absorbed them. Good. Equalize fuel and join. Maintenance. I feel like the shipyard should have finished by now. No. Really? 4th October, August. Weird. Well, the convict's almost done. And... alright. Oh, our fleet buddies are back in location, so we're just going to equalize fuel out a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put a break in the episode there. We are very, very close to completing our convict class. We have a nice little stockpile of kookaburras and jack jumpers, and I think we're going to send out one of our nearby Kamals to go and drop some of these off at the various jump points in Melbourne and Perth. While we're at it, we have 2 million litres of fuel, so we are going to want to get that up. Shipbuilding rate is almost done, so that will get our fuel production of up to 56,000 very, very soon. What are we producing at the moment? We're doing 48, so that will improve quite significantly. We're going to get 56, that's 8,000 litres per year per refinery. So 8, 16, 24, about 240,000 litres base fuel production per year. Is that right? Might be wrong. But our annual production should jump to over 20 million at least. And that will hopefully help a lot with our fuel issue, because we are a little bit on the low side. We have titanium is almost out in Australia, so we're almost completely exhausted. We have a reserve of 60,000 thorium, so we still have plenty of fuel. Luna's producing lots of titanium for us, so that is, well, actually not very much at all, to be honest. So we might actually send a couple of mines over here. Oh, we only have 20. Why do we only have 20? Mines. Let's move 80 across. So move 80 mines to Luna. And then Mars has plenty of mines. And the accessibility isn't that great anyway, so they can just stay as is. Mercury needs lots more mines, but it doesn't have the population to support them just yet. And I don't want to tank the manufacturing efficiency just to get more mines on here. So that can just stay as it is for the time being. Do we have a governor? Yes, we do. Good. Coma Solar has 18,000 uranium, which is going to be exhausted in about 3.4 years, so that is fine. Melbourne A2 is where we want to be. And Melbourne A4. So these are the ones we need. Because if you have a look, 111 million thorium. The accessibility isn't high, but we're going to have a lot of mines on here, so we're going to be getting good amounts of thorium there. And we also get 5 million thorium on Melbourne A2. The other thing to consider as well is that Sol does also have a fuel giant. I believe it was... Who was it? Was it Neptune or Saturn? Saturn and Uranus. So Saturn has 27 million at 0.4. Uranus has 2.5 at 0.9. So we have plenty of thorium available on Saturn and Uranus for collection, should we need it. So with that, I'll put a break in the episode, and we are going to return next episode, where I would like to possibly look into getting an additional river to enhance our terraforming of Mercury, to get that done sooner, or possibly send it to Luna or Mars and work on that, but we'll see how we go. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.